Good, yeah. It's good to sit with you because, I like to catch up with you every year about this time because Carnival always, comes to mind. You're the head honcho at Vibrance Mas. You have been for the last 6 years. But that's not all you do. I know you're creative. A lot of our readers and followers, people that tune into the voice content, will be aware of the fact that you're multifaceted. Speak to some of the things that you're involved with, specifically, which caught my attention, the Artist Accelerator. Community Windows, I think it is.
Yes.
Tell me all about that.
So the Artist Accelerator program is set by the Rosetta Arts, and I applied and did an interview, and I got a place on it, along with some other great artists as well. And then we were basically this course provides mentorship, just little sessions that really an artist would need, that covers budgets, budget planning, um, well-being. We even looked at studio space. We spoke to other artists as well. And I think we went to Whitechapel Gallery as well, which was really good, and just pitched our ideas almost. And then at the end of this course, we are given a project to handle in terms with this one. It was actually having our artwork and our doing some workshops, and the finished piece being presented on in the Olympic Village. So yes, so that was basically the project and Rosetta Arts.
I know you weren't here at the time, so speak about how you logistically managed to complete it.
We were set workshops. We were meant to do these workshops at the Chobham Academy, but I wasn't here during that time, so I was going to miss out on it. And then I thought I'm going to do a workshop in Trinidad with the young people here, and I focused it on what I usually do, the environment. And I stuck with one of the things that I've done in the past, where I did the coral reef sort of costumes for Vibrance Mas, and they were all made out of plastic bottles. So I got a group of young people, and we cut bottles and talked about coral reef and looked at the movement. And I had a photographer take some photos, and I used these photos to make some abstract art. And once I'd finished it, I had to electronically pass it over to Rosetta Arts. It was a bit hard. I had to do it on my phone a lot. A lot of it was on my phone. And so that's pretty much how that first part started.
Speak to, how, I guess, being involved with Rosetta Arts, that particular initiative, feeds in with all things creative that you do, because there are a number of things. Specifically, you've got an event coming up, Cocowa, July 13. Tell me about that, and how you're trying to deliver it with a twist, because I followed the growth of Cocowa for a while. People who would have kind of tuned into the Voices content last year in terms of your carnival endeavours with Vibrance would have seen Cocowa partner with your other sponsor in 2024. So yeah, tell us all about that element of you.
Yeah, so last year we got our sponsor a little bit later than maybe, because Carnival starts as soon as it ends, really. And I'm really grateful that Mario came on board. But before that, I had to think about a way to try and raise funds. So I started up Cocowa. It actually was something that I started like such a long time ago. I think I might have been a teen or something, and I did it with DJ Rebs and Crucial, and it was basically African House, we called it. And it really probably was one of the first. That's what everybody says that's around us, because I'd have to find like tunes and play it to the DJs till we got the right sound. So then they kept saying, "Oh, why don't we do it? Let's do it again. Let's do it again." So I thought, I want to raise money for Carnival. The soca scene's quite saturated with events. Let me do something different. So I still keep a bit of the Carnival idea in there, because my events are themed, and people do really make that effort. And it's like their version of what they would see as being African or tribal. and it's just a place for people to express themselves. And so this is a little bit different because it's also, I'm using a lot of the producers as well. So I've had Super D, I've had Pioneer, I've had Petchy, Auntie Rands. Uh, um, I think this time around I've got Scotty D. I'm trying to think if I've forgotten anybody now, but Anton P. Oh, Johnny Cash as well. So just trying to get like a different feel, a bit of an underground feel, but under this kind of really nice atmosphere. It's a bit more of a mature crowd, and like I said, I try to theme the events, the decor, and everything like that. So it's done quite well. It's become its own, it's starting to be its own little brand. It is its own brand. Um, but that's why it was set up. It was set up to support Carnival because we don't really gain very much support. So everything is really, it's very costly for us.
Obviously, this interview is about your creativity, and that's there for all to see. In terms of your connection to the culture, you've got two different elements here: Cocowa, Vibrance Mas. One very African influenced, the other very Caribbean influenced. But both yours, and I guess speak to who you are. So just kind of for those who are watching this interview, trying to work out A, where you're from, and also B, why you're so interested in the culture. Speak to both of those questions for me.
So I think when I look at Carnival, for instance, and I look at even like what I'm doing, it's very much everything. So the cultures are so mixed within it. So we already know about the Caribbean and Carnival, but even with this Cocowa, I mean, it's been done by the greats, and it's very Jamaican influenced. The style, a lot of the styles of the DJs. So and then also think for me, my connection to it is because my parents are from Mauritius as well, and we're kind of a little bit of our culture really links in with the Caribbean historically, our history, but we're also African as well, and so I suppose that's probably my love of both sides to that. I mean, I've been lucky enough, like because of it all, to be able to work with my own community. So I've done some work with Creative Crawley, and they had sessions to work with the Shah-Gossian community, and that has been like something I've really enjoyed doing. We created like 8 pieces of garments. They were sort of upcycled and using sustainable materials, and a lot of those materials actually came from Trinidad Carnival as well. So just so things that were going to be chucked away, I just brought them back